The problem with Daniel Khalife is that although he was being remanded in Wandsworth prison, he hadn't actually been convicted of any offence. He was facing three uh, allegations. The first of a bomb hoax, which seems to have been little more than a practical joke in his dormitory in the barracks. The second was that in August 2021 he got information about members of the armed forces from the Ministry of Defence Joint Personnel Administrative System, and that information is judged to be something that could be useful for someone committing or preparing an act of terrorism, but establishing that as proof might be quite difficult. And in any case, the offence is not likely to be something that would merit a long prison sentence. And the third is that between May 2019 and January 22, he obtained, collected, recorded, published, or communicated information that may be useful to an enemy. And that enemy has been identified as Iran. Now, that is serious. But how he goes from being the joker in a school in Teddington to being a sort of top-ranking spy is quite difficult to establish. And clearly he's an opportunist, and clearly his strapping himself to the bottom of a lorry, which was found about just over an hour after it left the prison. It was found in Richmond. And stopped by the police, and evidence of the straps underneath were found. At what point he unstrapped himself, at what point he got off the lorry, and wearing a chef's outfit. It's extraordinary, really. He has a twin sister. He has family. His parents split up when he was younger. He got GCSEs. He was considered bright, and a tremendous runner, which probably why he was on the towpath on a bike. But the next question will be all the people who may or may not have helped him, the people with whom he was hiding out. I think it's a rather sad story, and of course he's now prejudiced his trial significantly because he's become such a notorious absconder. I don't think the real problem lies with Daniel Khalife. I think the real problem lies with the administration, with the Ministry of Justice, with the prison authorities, and if there is a security error, then it will be picked up and exploited. And we see this in terms of Parliament, we see it in terms of the prison service, we see it all the way through our current administration. Lazy, superior, and overconfident administration. There's a nice expression for that, isn't there? Up itself. And I think we may find that Daniel Khalife was doing little more than having a laugh at the system. I don't think he has the profile of a terrorist, but then who am I to say one way or the other? I don't know the lad. I haven't met him. I haven't taught him. But we have to remember he hasn't actually been tried. He's being remanded in custody.